Today we will discuss about the function calling methods in C++. The topics here we are going to discuss is the call by value and call by reference, which are the two function calls in the C++. The function calling methods. A function can be invoked in two ways, that is the call by value and call by reference. The original value is not modified in the call by value method, that is original value modified in the call by reference method, that is not modified in the call by value method. So original value is not modified in the call by value method, it is modified in the call by reference method. First is the call by value method. It means in this method, when we are calling the function, the original values of the parameters in the function are not modified. The call by value method copies the value of the actual parameters into the formal parameters. That means a function creates its own copy of arguments to values and then uses them. When we are passing the parameters to the function, its copy is the copy of its original arguments are copied into the actual parameters. That means it is the default method for the function calling method. By default, this method is the default method in the C++. The passing arguments by value is useful when the original values are not to be modified. When we don't want to modify the original values, we can use this method. Okay, for example, this is the example. Here we are showing the one program. This is the C++ program, so it starts with the include IO stream. Here we are specifying the namespace, and here we declare the one function change. This is the void, so it does not return any value and it takes the one integer argument. Okay, here main we are declare the variable data and we assigned with the 3. Change the data. This is the original value of the data. Okay, and we are calling the method change data. Okay, and it invokes this method. Okay, the cursor moves here. In this we are changing the data, the value of the data to the 5. Okay, the original value is 3, but when we are calling this method, it is to be changed to 5 and it comes back. And next, when we are printing this, the value of the data is, it displays as usual its original value, because here we are using the call by value method. We are passing the arguments, so it does not affect to the its original value, that is the original value is 3. But here when we are passed this value to the function in call by value method, it does not affects back to its original value. Okay, this is the using of the function calling the call by value method. Here we are again using another method, another example of this, that is the incrementing the value of the just one second. Okay, here we are declaring one variable a and assigning that value to the 10. Okay, and we are defining the one function increment and it is taking one argument, that is the integer. Okay, and here we are declaring cout before function calling a. Okay, it displays before function calling what is the value of the a, 10 it displays. And then we are calling the method increment, then the cursor moves to from here to here. When we are moved to the function, we are passed the value a as 10 here. Okay, and that value of a is assigned to x, and here we are changing the x value to the x plus 1. When we are displaying this, the value becomes 10 plus 1 11, and the function closes. And after, when we are trying to again displaying this cout after function calling, this is the function calling. After that, when we are displaying the value of the a, it again displays the 10. Okay, because here we are called the function by call by value method. This is the use of the function. That means the original value of this a is changed by 1, incremented by 1, but it does not affect its original value 10. So if you don't want to change the original value of the argument, we need to use this method. If we want to change, in those situations we need to use another method, that is the call by reference method. This is the another function, which is the swapping. Swapping means exchanging. Okay, here we declare the two variables a and b. Here we assign the values a as the 100 and b as the 200. Here we are displaying before swapping the value of a and before swapping value of b. Okay, it displays 100 and 200. Here we are call the method swap a comma b. It goes from here to here. Okay, here we changing the x value to the y and y value to the x by using the temporary variable, and these are exchanged. And after that, when we displayed again the a and b values, it's retain its value 100 and 200, because here we are call the function as the call by value method. In the call by value method, the original values are does not affected. Okay, this is the one another example of the using the what is that, call by value method. And another method is the call by reference. In the call by reference, we are passing the addresses of the actual variables. So the original value is modified, because here we passed the reference, that means address of the value is passed. So in this method, the original value is modified. The address of the value is passed to the function, so actual and formal arguments share the same location, same address pair. So it changes the value inside the function, which is reflected back to the original function. That means it affects the inside and outside of the function. Okay, that means in the call by reference method, the changes are reflected back to the original values, and this method can be useful when in those situations where the original values are to be changed using the function. In those situations, we can use the this call by reference method. Okay, this is the example of the swapping the function, but this here we are calling the function using the call by reference method. Okay, this is the function. We declared the a and b. When we are changing, okay, this is the 100 and 2 here. When we before calling the function, we are displaying these values as usual, a and b. Before swapping the a, it displays the 100. Before swapping the b, it displays the b. After we call the method, it pointer goes to here, and here it changed, swapping the two values by using the temporary. Okay, here we are passing the addresses. So these values are reflected back to the original values. When after the function calling, when we displace the a and b values, it affects. So in the call by reference method, the original values are affected, which are changed in the function. Okay, this is the another example. This is the same. Here you observe, when we are here we are what is that, enter any two numbers, we are entered the values which are assigned to the a and b. The original values of the a, b are displaying. After swapping, we are here we are calling the swap method, same program here with the output. Here I am showing that. Okay, after this, the swapped values are within the function. I am displaying the swapped values are, what is that, a, b values are swapped 100. If we entered the 5 and 10, that is swapped 10 and 5. These are these are changed in the within the function. And after that, this function calling statement, when we are printing this, it also affected back to the original values, that a, b are changed to a value is changed to b, b value is changed to a. This is the use of the call by reference method. Okay, this is the difference between the call by value and call by reference in this method. Okay, the comparison between these two is the call by value. A copy of value is passed to the function. That means a copy of the values are passed to the function arguments. In the call by reference, an address of value is passed to the function. Okay, the changes made in the function is not reflected back to the function. The changes made inside the function are reflected outside the function also. Okay, in the call by value method, actual and formal arguments will be created in different memory locations, so it does not affect the original value. But in the call by reference method, actual and formal arguments will be created in the same memory location, so it affects the original values which we are passed to the function. Okay, in the next we will discuss about the